Catch up.
Woo! Welcome back to another episode of the pregame.
I think she just blew your ears out, y'all. I'm so sorry. I just see like solid red on the metric that measures the decibels.
I think you're making it up.
So you're paying attention. Hell yeah. Welcome to the pregame. We are, this is the first time that we didn't pregame for the pregame episode. So we're literally pregaming. So hopefully over the course of this hour, you can hear me mumble and slur more. I talk hopefully better sober, but then again, right. We've been on a bender for a few days, so that's why we're not really that drunk right now. But you know, it's Saturday night, so gotta be.
I'm kind of over it. I got drunk 2 times this week during the week. Like it's Saturday night, and I don't want to drink. Yeah, I'm like, oh, alcohol again.
Oof. Yeah, what'd you do on Wednesday?
Yeah, what did I? Oh, yes. So Wednesday at work, we had a bunch of people come in from Boston, right, from my department. We had I think in corporate language, like an off-site situation.
Yeah.
So we had a team happy hour, but it was one of those like super corporate happy hours where it's open bar.
That's super corporate.
If you're at a cool corporate office.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was like, corporate's like, we'll give you 1 drink coupon.
Right.
That's 50% off.
Right. And you like are feeling it out. Like I was totally like, I remember I even told you asked me, you're like, what time are you going to come home? Because you were going to make fried rice. And I was like, oh, like 7:30.
Yeah, she said 7:38 at the latest. Yeah, we'll get to that part. Are you done? Let me talk.
No, so we get there at 5:30 and we all start drinking, and like our director is like super encouraging everyone to drink. They're bringing out like all this food. It was a great time. Everyone was really cool. I totally lost count of how many drinks I had, and the night got away from me.
So I was at home, you know, under the impression.
On a Wednesday night,
under the impression that, oh, she's going to come home and eat dinner with me. So I'm going to cook dinner for her. So it's hot and ready for her arrival.
What a sweet baby.
I'm just a little fucking princess trying to treat you right?
Domestic hubby.
Whatever. All right. 7:30, 8. I'm like, I guess there's snacks there.
No, I told you. I was like,
yeah.
Wait.
All right, did I text you?
No, I think I told you. I was like, wait, I don't think I'm going to be that hungry. There's like so many like appetizers.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to cook it. Yeah. I'm going to eat, right? So I make a bunch of chicken fried rice, which is my new favorite thing to make. So I make it, right? And then I'm sitting there and Layla's getting lit. So I'm just sitting there and it's like 8 o'clock rolls by. I'm like, And then it's like 9 o'clock and I'm like, And so I know she's also getting lit, little Crayley over here.
Crayley on a Wednesday.
Yeah, getting nuts. So I text her, I'm like, hey, what's up? Are you you going out tonight? What's the deal?
Oh yeah, you did.
Because I'm just like, what's happening? And then she replied with nothing. Absolutely zero. And she's always on her phone. She texts me back so fast. And
well, I was like networking with my coworkers I've never met before.
I think I had to double text you.
You probably called me too.
I didn't call you.
Terrible.
Because I was like, I don't want to talk right now. But I texted you again, and then it was like 30 minutes later, and then you respond with "muho." It wasn't "muhaha." You did it like you didn't spell it right, so it was like "mu wah 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 wah." I was like, okay, she's lit as fuck. Okay, she's alive. And she's lit. And then I don't know, I asked you like 8 more questions or 3 more questions, and you're just like, OMG. And I was like, she must be fucked up. Okay. And so, and then it's like 10 o'clock.
It was 10.
You called me, and we've never been on 2 different planes of like litness, right? So when she was talking to me, I was like, this girl sounds so different. I'm drunk with her.
Was it sexier?
No,
or sloppier?
It was way sloppy because you're like your sentences get so fragmented, and you answer in such like you're just on a different planet,
right?
So it's like I can't even we're not even speaking to each other. It's just like
you also said I say a lot less words apparently.
You just say no. Like, that's the only word you say. You're like no. So it's yes and no questions, but she doesn't answer if it's a yes. Anyway, and then eventually you finally come back home, and I'm like, I'm exhausted.
11 o'clock on a Wednesday. I said I was going to be home at 7:30.
Which isn't that late, to be honest. That's pretty early still.
We don't even go to sleep at 11. I mean, sometimes we do.
Right.
But yeah, I was lit. I wake up the next day and I'm definitely so hungover. And I don't really get hungover.
I felt great.
But I think, yeah.
I slept like a baby.
I think it's because I also didn't have a full dinner. I don't know how everyone else feels, but I feel like when I have like appetizers at a party, that's not a dinner.
Right.
You know, unless
like,
you have a shit ton of them. But I
tots.
don't.
No, totally.
Yeah, like sweet potato fries.
Well, you didn't want to eat anything because I remember you came back and you were like obviously fucking ready to rage. And I was like, I'm going to bed. And you're like, no. And I'm like, go in the living room and watch your Selling Sunset show. Eat some fucking Chinese food and just chillax.
Yeah.
And you're like, no. And I was like, God damn it. What can I throw at this girl so I can just lay in bed in peace? And you're like, no. And then I lay in bed and then you just like tell me your entire night. I'm like, that's great. Let's do this tomorrow. Fucking let me go to sleep. So that was Wednesday. And then Thursday we had tickets to the Comedy Cellar. Mm-hmm.
But before that, I got invited to an influencer rooftop like networking event.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, do you want to come? Like, we're going to the Comedy Cellar. This has open bar and food. Like, just crash it. We have the same email address, essentially. Like, we work for the same company. But Will, again, was super responsible. And he was like, I'm going to go home and, like...
Work out.
Yeah. Work out. Make dinner. And then I'll meet you to pregame for the Comedy Cellar. And I was like, well, I'm still hungover. So hair of the dog. Let's go drink some more since 5:30 again.
Yeah.
So there I had, like, I don't know, probably 4 glasses of wine. Because the last one was just giant. And then, then we met, pre-gamed, went to the Comedy Cellar. It was a great time. What'd you think?
So,
did it live up to its name?
First of all, we got terrible seats. We get
How could
there.
I not start with that?
Yeah, we get in there and literally it's like you sit with your back to the wall, let's say, and then you just got to turn your neck 90 degrees. And that's what you do for 2 hours. And you're laughing your ass off. So it was hilarious.
And there's a column very close to us.
Oh, yeah. There was
like just on my side, right? Yeah.
So it was like going to the bathroom, which I did once in the show. Because I like hit my head on the lamp. And then,
it's like a basement. So it's not high ceilings or anything. It's definitely not the best venue nor setup at all.
Right. It's weird how it's like they set it up like it's a venue for performing, but it's like it's set up like, oh, it's a restaurant, and then sometimes we have stand-up.
Yeah.
Because it's booths and things. It's
or like an underground speakeasy.
No, bro.
That's what it could be.
All the tables and chairs face the fucking stage, you know? But they're like, nah, man, this is old school. This is how we do it. This is history of you breaking your fucking neck.
Also, for us to even get these tickets, we signed up since like mid-April.
Yeah, it was like a month and a half ago.
And I couldn't find any tickets. I finally found it for our very last weekend on Thursday night. So I was like, YOLO, we're going to Baby Friday. Let's do it.
Baby for College Friday. Let's go.
But somehow, every time we told someone this week that we were going to the Comedy Cellar on Thursday, they're like,
oh yeah, let me look up and see if I can get some tickets. I'm like, good luck.
Right.
And then they're like, oh yeah, I just don't want to go. But we get there and we're sitting down and the people next to us are like, oh yeah, we reserved them on Tuesday.
2 days ago?
And I'm like, Tuesday in April? Like, what do you mean? Tuesday in 2021?
Tuesday 2 months ago?
Yeah, what Tuesday? And they're like, no, this one, like whatever, 3 days ago. And I was like, what the fuck? Are we looking at we're looking at the Comedy Cellar website. So
I don't know what we missed there.
I don't either, because we both looked it up on our different browsers, different computers, everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened there. That misconnect. Anyway, we still went. It was great. Fun fact, Laylee cannot watch stand-up. She likes stand-up, but she falls asleep immediately.
And I think I've been pre-gaming too hard.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, you were hungover, and you were like, had been drinking since 5:30.
Yeah.
So, but it is like, it's low light and it's a person talking. It's a very like soothing voice generally, right? They're not screechy.
But hopefully laughter, like that energy should keep me up. And I don't know what keeps happening, but I doze off.
Could totally have kept you up. If you were in my seat, the pain in your neck, there's no way you would have fallen asleep.
I did not see that coming.
I don't know. But for real, that's why I was wide awake. I was like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah. No, it was great. I mean, we went to another comedy show while we were in New York at Gotham, and there I'm not exaggerating, I literally fell asleep.
Right after the opener, yeah.
At Comedy Cellar, I watched a lot of it. I was pretty lit, but I saw a good amount.
Yeah, I mean, it is like a sleepy environment.
Right.
I get it. Like, I get it.
It started at 9:30. Come on.
It was 9:30. Y'all, it was 9:30.
On a Thursday?
On a Thursday, y'all.
We're adults.
What do you expect?
Or one of us is. You did great this week, baby. I was crazy.
I'm just older. That's why I'm just like, I can't do it.
But now it's Saturday, and I'm like, ugh, do we have to go out? But it's our last night in New York, so we have to.
No, we'll do it. We're going out early, too, because we're trying to beat them covers. like good old responsible adults.
And New York, you took all our money.
Yeah, you took all of our money. Yeah, what else? So we did the Comedy Cellar. Oh, and then yesterday we did Chinatown food crawl.
Damn, we've been having a great week.
Yeah, that was fun because we talked about that like week 1, I think.
Yeah.
We're like, what if we go to like Chinatown and we eat one thing at a different restaurant?
And then I saw on TikTok that like literally
this idea is not original at all. It's like actually there's like lists, a lot of them.
Yeah, so we kind of combined a few lists / got some recommendations, but like, I mean, there's so many things that are like cool about it. Like obviously you're not just in one place. Like if it sucks, you go to the next one, right? And you can try so many different things. Also, I feel like Chinatown is more affordable than we thought, or at least like some of the places. Yeah. So you can like do it for cheap. Like the first place we got these roasted pork buns. They're like these like kind of sweet. Yeah. Also.
It's like sweet bread. It's like what kind of bread would you? It's like bread. I don't want to call it a donut.
No. Yeah, what are they called? But they are like something. It is a sweet bread.
And it's filled with pork.
Yeah, and like this really yummy sauce.
Maybe rat.
That's like anyway.
It had a B. Oh, FYI.
So it was very affordable.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what that means. B, it stands for affordable. A does not. A
budget friendly.
Budget friendly. I like that. Yeah, anyway, sorry. It had a B. Yeah. I've never even had a B before, but fuck it.
Where did you see the B?
Right in the front window. They have to.
Oh. Yeah. I don't ever look there.
You don't look that? Well, you don't look at a lot of things. FYI, also, we ran into a dude straight up shooting heroin on our way to the Comedy Cellar. Also, Laylee didn't see that. So
I almost joined him because I wasn't looking.
Almost walked right into the needle. Right. Laylee. Yeah. You gotta.
I wasn't looking.
Laylee's not good at keeping her head up. She just wanders.
Okay, back to Chinatown and budget friendly. So those pork buns, $1.50. That's pretty good. I don't know, how many do you think you could eat and be full? Probably like 3.
Oh yeah, for sure. 3 would be filling. I mean, they're just like, they're pretty big too.
We got 4 for $6. Yeah. Next place, we go and we got some dumplings.
Yeah, we got
soup dumplings.
We got soup dumplings, and then we got those shrimp chive dumplings. And then something called scallion pancakes, which I've never had, but that's like a thing.
It was good.
Those are cool. They were pretty good.
Yeah, I still do want to try the Trader Joe's one, even though Contusio was talking shit about them.
I feel like the ones we ate were very similar to like a Trader Joe's vibe.
Like, people do all kind of crazy things with them. Like, they'll make a quesadilla out of the scallion pancake, and apparently it slaps.
Oh, you're saying that, not the soup dumplings. Scallion pancakes from Trader Joe's. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Yeah, let's try it out. Yeah, you said quesadillas?
Yeah, out of the scallion pancake.
That's pretty cool.
And you can like put stuff in it. Like they'll make like a breakfast burrito out of it.
Yeah. Roll it up.
Let's try it.
Put a hot dog in that.
Okay, well now we're getting crazy.
I want that hot dog meat.
No, yeah, so we're jumping around. We were also with friends because again, we're leaving tomorrow. So we're like trying to see everyone. Yeah. And it was a fun activity. If you haven't done it in New York, definitely try it out.
Yeah, try it out.
We went to 3 places.
I would love to do that in Little Italy.
I know.
There's all the Greek. Is there a little Greek? Is that what it's called? It's like rappers.
No. But I will say, would it be harder in Little Italy? Because like, what would be your appetizer? Pasta, more pasta?
No, it'd be like, I want breadsticks and a salad. And then I go get a slice of pizza. Oh. Maybe a pasta, maybe. And then...
Or like a no, you don't cannolis. Like lasagna. Who doesn't like lasagna?
I'll eat lasagna. It's just not it's just so basic. I don't know.
We did have pasta last weekend.
I don't seek it out. Yeah, and that's okay. It's like the spaghetti's always good. It's like, okay, I don't know. It's always like something when I eat it, I'm like, I can make this probably almost as good as that. So why would I buy it? Like I want something that I'm like, damn, I cannot make. This is like so far from the realm of what I can just make from Trader Joe's.
Well, let's see how real Italian pasta.
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 You're so American how you said that. Buongiorno, give me that pasta. What'd you call that, pasta? Let me try that Alfredo.
Oh, damn it.
I want that Bolognese. Bologna, right? It's like bologna. Bolognese. What? How you say that? Ow.
All right. Kind of sober Will's killing it.
What are you talking about? I'm saying nothing. It's like hot in here. Are you hot?
I know I am.
All right. Let me go. Should we open a window or something? Here, we're going to open a window real quick. And we're back.
All right. Now that it's less stuffy in here. Camille soup dumplings.
Camille soup dumplings are so much better than the ones at the place
bet.
before.
They just look, when they come in like that little kind of wooden makeshift basket, I just feel like that's when it's legit.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah.
Like ours, they gave us like a plastic spoon in the second place with the soup dumplings.
You ever
I'm like, get out of here.
You ever go to like a bowling alley and they give you French fries? And that little red plastic thing?
Yeah.
That's what they gave us these dumplings in.
Yeah.
Everything was crooked in this place. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was a vibe. And I was like, this is dope.
It was a vibe.
It was packed. It got like 4,000 reviews.
Yeah.
Super famous.
Yeah.
Basic as shit.
Yeah. I do still wish, I just feel like I really enjoyed it, but I left feeling like I want to try so much more. Like our shrimp and chive dumplings were awesome, but I wish they were actually pan fried.
Yeah.
I wanted some pan fried dumplings.
That's not what I think we just don't know the menu well enough.
Right. No, I think ours are supposed to be like that.
Because we got softies. We don't want, you're like, I want that hard. I want that, I want that
crunch.
I don't want no flaccid dumpling. I want that rock hard. Yeah.
And then Nick's General Tso's, I debated asking him for a bite.
He ate it all. He ate the whole thing.
I want to be like, look over there.
Yeah. Give me that.
Give me that. It looked so good.
No, it really did. General Tso's, you can't miss. FYI, also, we had a friend last night who's never heard of General Tso's chicken.
Oh, yeah.
That was the weirdest thing in my life.
Love her, but what?
What the hell? How do you go? Was she 26, right?
27.
27. How do you go 27 years of your life and you're like, what is General Tso's chicken?
She had no idea, at all.
There's literally documentaries made about it.
She's like, how do you spell it?
Yeah, she's like, what'd you say? General Tso? What?
Oh, wow. But no, it was fun. It was fun to do the whole experience. And then I'm so glad we got to do it with some friends, especially as we're leaving.
It was a good time.
We've been trying to do more of those, just big groups. How do we see as many people as we can?
It's combined because they're all different, right? They're not common friends. So
no, not at all. I mean, I feel like that's one of the things that's been really cool, right? It's maybe friends we never really see at all.
Right.
That would have nothing to do with another friend.
Yeah.
But when we really did it was so hot this past weekend.
Yeah.
I'm talking almost 90 degrees hot in New York City.
It literally was 90 degrees.
And okay, for me, I've been loving it, but I've been loving New York. It made me so excited to be going to Miami.
Oh my God, it was so hot.
I was like, yeah, no, I can't do it. This is why I didn't want to be in the city when it's 90 degrees.
No, it was terrible. But they, at the very least, subways have AC, which is good.
They do.
I always forget about that.
They do.
But
I'm always also, though, if you get more and more naked, as the heat in the summer progresses, you're just going to be freezing in the subway.
Yeah.
Or it's going to feel amazing, actually, because you're probably sweating your titties off.
It's like when you go to Six Flags and you walk by those rooms, they're like, we got AC, and they keep the doors open, so you're like, I want to go in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go hang out. Another funny thing, too, is all those dudes on those jet skis trying to show off. They're all fat Cubans.
So we didn't even tell them where we went yet, but we went to Domino Park.
Yeah.
We both had never. No, you had.
I've been
there
actually.
Yeah. But it's this really cool bar in Williamsburg in Brooklyn.
It's a bar?
Park.
Wow, you've been drinking a lot lately? Lately?
Anyway, right in front of the water, has a beautiful view. So yeah, there's all these older dudes on jet skis just doing donuts, I felt like.
Yeah, trying to.
What were they doing? Other than calling attention?
Attempting to show off. Which is
so
weird.
not cool.
Well, yeah, no. Like, it wasn't, like, annoying or anything. It was just like, what are you doing? Go ride it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
But didn't one of them catch a volleyball?
Oh, a lot of them. Because of volleyball. So we're by volleyball
fun.
courts, and so they, a ball will go over the railing, and everyone tries to flag down a jet ski guy. Like, please throw this back, dude.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was a vibe.
Well, so that was also, I don't know for you, because you do this a lot, but it was a bunch of random friends of ours that had every single person that came only knew
us.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. Hey, FYI, let's talk about this real quick. Why are people afraid of mixing friend groups? Why do they hesitate? I always complain about, like, the first time I moved to LA. So, and it'll be like, I don't know anybody, right? And so I'll hit up anybody that I know, and I'll be like, hey, Bree, like, I'm so bored. Like, what are you doing this weekend? Let's hang out. And she's like, oh, hey, sorry. I got plans with a bunch of friends. We're going to a bar and having a good time, so I can't hang out. And I'm like, invite me to that shit, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, let me go to that thing. So I'm always like, what, you want to go out? And I got another group of friends who are out. Well, let's fucking unite this group. And guess what? They all have fun, because it's like our friends, even if they're not friends, they're going to get along because we all have the same kind of commonality, like interests and all that. There's a reason we're friends.
Right.
For the most part.
But I feel like sometimes people do have, like, friends that are very specific to one part of their personality. You know, like, they're church friends.
Oh, well, that's okay. Sure, yeah.
I don't know. Like,
That's
I feel
it.
like I get it with, like, even with high school friends, because it's like, you're all going to want to talk about high school, and we're not in high school anymore. So the new friends kind of feel like, all right, but we're just reminiscing on the past. Like, don't you see that happens?
Sometimes of
even
that,
when we saw your friend here.
Well, that's when you're like, I'm going to go catch up with them. But if it's like, let's go hang out, and let's say we're hanging out with, like, like a church group, and it'll be like, the non-church group that wants to hang out, I'd be like, yo, I'm hanging out with these. I would probably give a disclaimer.
Right.
Or it'd be like, if we're going to a bar, who gives a shit?
Or also,
it'd be if they're coming to the church to hang out, then I'm like, yeah, we're out drinking some wine at this Catholic church, FYI. And it's literally one sip, and a really old guy rubs his hands on your head. So if you're down, no, if you're going to a bar is such a common place, or a park or something, like.
Okay, but I have another theory.
I don't understand it.
I have another
You still
theory.
haven't won me over, so.
Because some people aren't good at being, like, you kind of have to take on the role of being a host.
I love it.
At the bar now, because you got to talk to all these groups. You got to make sure everyone's having fun, and people don't want to do that.
That's why I was a promoter in another life, I think. I'm so good at it.
Yeah, but can't you see that people don't want to do that?
Also,
people
it's not up to
scared.
You can also just, all you got to do is, the only time me particularly, when I feel obligated to, like, help, like, really help people, it'll be like if one of my friends comes to the group thing.
Right.
And he doesn't know anybody. So I'm going to talk to him, and then I'm going to be like, oh, John, you and Gus do this thing. And then boom, now they're going to talk. Like, it's so easy. It's always easy. It's just people. Oh shit! Is it raining? No, we're going out tonight. Come on, New York. Anyway.
I think it's intimidating, and people are worried about how.
I just don't get it.
The groups are going to merge. I feel like I've tried
What's
to
the
get
word?
you to get it.
They're going to fight?
It could be a fiasco.
They're going to fight or something?
No,
they're
it
going
could
to
be
like,
awkward as shit.
Will, I hated your other group of friends,
they
so
could
now we hate
the
you.
other group of friends.
Why would they why would that
I don't know.
happen?
What if it's like Republicans and then Democrats come in? What if you have both friends?
No one has groups of friends that are like that specific.
No, I know. That was vague. But I feel like most of the time, it's like, I feel like it's usually like, oh, that group, I only hang out with that group. I don't bring in random people to that group.
It sounds like a personal problem. That's what it just sounds like you're insecure about certain things. I'm not saying you, I'm saying people that are like that. It's like you're overthinking it and you're being weird about it. But if it's just a hangout, like, if it's a hangout, who gives a shit?
Like, I will say I get it because sometimes I'm like, so like, for example, you'll get this. When we used to live in LA and we would go back to our home cities, right?
Yeah.
That's when I would never mix friends. It's like, no, I'm going to see that group because I haven't seen them. I don't want to try to make anyone talk.
That's
like,
different.
I want to talk to them.
It's not a hangout. You're trying to catch up.
Well, it's probably at a bar, but I still don't care. I don't want to, like, like, I don't want to try to make people like each other when I'm just trying to have a good time.
Well, that's the same thing of like, oh, we're on a date. Why would you invite somebody? Because now I have to talk to them. No, you don't. You're trying to focus on a person to catch up or learn or whatever. Enjoy them.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
I don't know. I'm always
different.
like, I don't know what Bree's group was. Like, what if it was an all-girls
It was
night?
all girls, and she has a lot of hot friends. I was single too, but yeah.
Yeah, I would not invite you.
Why
That'd be
not?
so random.
all girls. It's not all girls.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying.
She lived with a bunch of dudes.
But you don't know who's going out that night, is what I'm saying. Do you know the group?
All I'm gonna say is she hit me up randomly like twice with her groups. Like they came and showed up because they also live far away. I forgot his name too, but they were like, we wanted to go out, and we're like, Will's probably gonna be doing something, and we went. I was like, yeah, absolutely. Me and my friends are going to do this thing. Come tag along. Mm-hmm. I didn't say, hey, stay the fuck away from me. I already have friends to hang out with tonight. Sorry.
No, I get it, baby. I'm also like, I feel like you don't get the other side.
No, that I do not.
Right.
It just feels rude as fuck.
I don't think it's rude. Unless it's purposefully like, we're not inviting him. But I feel like there's always a reason, or it's just like people aren't built like you and they don't want to be the extrovert that's making everyone get along and they feel the pressure. Like, I've had friends who literally get nervous inviting someone to come over their house because they feel this like crazy expectation to be like a amazing fun host, and they think nobody's gonna have fun. It's on the people. It has nothing to do with you.
No, I know it's not me. I'm just saying it's just I don't know. It's one of those things where you're like, when someone acts a certain way and I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. And I know it is like a, you know, it's like, why do you like chocolate? Explain to me. I like vanilla, but why do you like chocolate? You know, it's just a thing.
But they feel the same way. Just because I know I've had friends tell me, like, lady, I can never mix groups like you do. Because I do it all the time, too.
Yeah, so I wish someone could really articulate why that is.
They just don't think, like, the person that I'm thinking of, for example, has literally told me, I don't think those people would get along. Like, it's like different parts of her personality. It's friends with the people.
Why? Yeah, you're kind of like overthinking it to be like, I don't think they'll get along. It's like, you don't know that. Let's talk about that. So I do it all the time. All the time.
I've done it a bunch.
And you've never had two groups that fought each other and they were like, what the hell? Has that ever happened to you?
I also don't think I've ever done it. Like, we're making it seem like a group versus group. I've just brought on individuals into the group.
Okay. And have you ever had a problem with that?
No, I've never had a problem.
Neither have I. In fact, everyone...
But we need to have another person here, actually, because I'm just speaking for the other side.
Yeah, that have, like, crazy insecurities.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. It's the same... It's like...
We should bring someone on.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
talk about
and we can hear their neuroses just pour out of their mouth.
No, you gotta... Baby, you're such a fair listener.
I am. I'll listen to them, but I'll also call them out if it's just like them just being fucking terrified for no reason.
That's fine, too. They don't want to do it. We don't have to make them.
Well, they're fucking over people who are lonely as shit who want to hang out with groups of people.
You're right.
Anyway, it's just one of those things. I'm never... mixing groups, whatever. I just know that... Yeah, a lot of people are very weird about that. I know
a lot of people.
Yeah, but it's so... That's weird to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made a bunch of friends here.
You did.
Through my stand-up and doing dodgeball.
Like, the most ever. I mean, obviously, we were also here longer, but still, it just felt significantly like you were making friends. You specifically, I will say, I give you all the credit here.
Sure. Well, yeah, I was just a part of a community. So that's another big thing about staying in a place longer. So when you're doing month to month, like, you're not there long enough to really, like, become a part of a group or a community of some sort, or you can't really grow roots and you can kind of meet a new person, maybe hang out with them once and that's gone. But it's like, when you're here for 3 months, you can actually spend time with people and grow relationships, which is definitely dope. Like, and I knew that coming in. I was like, we have time to do classes and do more things, that are repetitive.
Right.
Also, and I hate always bringing this up because, you hate when I shit on LA, but I lived there for so long and it's like I've been here for so little and let's just say, honestly, as many friends as I have in LA right now.
Totally.
2. No. Whatever it is. I don't know. But
okay, but also making friends in adulthood is hard. Like, we can do a whole episode on that, too.
yeah, it is. It is.
Unless you have an in.
Well, that's the other big flip side of all this is everybody I know from Atlanta that I moved to that I used to hang out with a bunch, all flaked.
Yeah. He's made new friends. It wasn't the people he knew in New York.
Right. I mean, I hung out.
Ooh, no, whatever.
Right. I hung out with some of them, but for the most part, they all were like super New York, was like flaky as shit. And I'll hang out with you if you're literally standing right in front of me, wherever I am at that time.
Yeah,
and you're
right.
like, okay, well, that's not a healthy relationship.
It's also like, you're here for 3 months.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You've had plenty of chances.
I know you also ran into this problem.
Yeah.
It's weird how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Is it comfort? I think it's laziness.
It's definitely
I think
laziness.
It's selfishness.
I think what you gotta, it's definitely all that. I think how I'm starting to envision, honestly, friendships and just the way of life is everything's in a chapter. So it is like,
Yeah.
they were my friends and that's great, but they moved on. It's almost like relationships in that way too, of like exes and stuff, whatever. Friendships are different because they fade, I guess. And it's like,
Right.
oh, I haven't seen them in like years, but this is my other friend. I'm not thinking about them. So it's like, it just kind of, you just gotta like move on, I guess. That's what I did. I was just like, all right, well, literally one of my friends, I just deleted his number out of my phone because I was like, fuck this guy. Like, he's right down the street and we're not hanging out. Like,
yeah, if you're not making the effort right now, we're never going to see each other again, you know? So it's like, all right, that's done and it sucks, but let's move on from it. I also just thought of this. I'm like, again, because we were talking about, you know, like people's own insecurities as to mixing friends or whatever. It's like, I think people got worse at keeping up with old friends ever since COVID because they became more introverted. I think everyone did, right? You lost so much like social touch.
right.
So like, yes, it's been a while since 2020, whatever, but it's like you already haven't seen these people in a while. So I feel like in their head, they're even more scared. Like, oh my God, Will Dove, I haven't seen him in forever. What am I going to talk to him about? Like, that's going to be weird. I'm just not going to do it.
You think it's like a hard break in your life?
I think
Everybody's
it could
like,
be.
They're like, oh, that's for my other life.
And then they get like anxious about it. Like, how am I going to interact?
Right.
Like, I don't know about you, but I've had this feeling only about work stuff. Like, I always get like a little scared right before it's about to happen. I'm usually excited. Like, even with the happy hour on Wednesday, right? I was so excited to meet everyone. But at 5 o'clock, like 30 minutes before, I was like, why am I going to this? Like, I'm never going to see them again. This is just going to be weird. Like, I'm not going to have that much fun because it's going to be weird and uncomfortable and we're just doing it. But then you're like, shut up, Laylee, and you go and it's so fun.
But I don't think a lot of people do that. And I don't think before the pandemic people did that because that's another, that's something you and I both just have where we're like, this feels weird and I don't necessarily want to go to this and what's the point, but fuck it, I'm gonna go.
Right, because
open
you know
bar, free drinks, duh, that overrides.
I'll be home at 7:30 anyway.
Possibly.
Cough.
I'll eat some sweet potato French fries, drink a couple glasses of wine,
cool.
whatever. Talk to somebody who gives a shit. No, I feel you I think that all the time now too. That also is just something when you get older and you just start going, what the fuck? I don't care about that.
Right.
I got my people. I got Laylee and I got X, Y, and Z, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's all combined, you know, but like I do like the idea of like not taking it personal anymore. It was a chapter. Is it close or not? Cool. It's close. Goodbye. There's so many more chapters.
Yeah, but it is annoying.
It's so like, annoying. No, totally.
You're just like, I don't understand. Like,
especially when you're trying.
We never hated each other. Why did you just fade away? And I'm making an effort. You're just like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Everyone does that. And then I have to look at myself. I'm like, has there been people I've done that to? And I'm sure, I guess there has to be.
I'm sure.
Right?
I'm sure. We're all human.
Yeah, if it's such a common thing. But then again, it's like I mix groups of friends, so I'm a little different in that way.
Right.
We're ride or dies for friendships.
Yeah. Love friends.
Not a lot of people are. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if you relate. Hell yeah, whatever.
I
But
like
anyway.
how this episode has turned so philosophical, less about the city.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're talking about friends.
I'm into it.
Anyway, made a lot of good friends. Made some great friends that I'm definitely gonna be friends with for as long as I can be.
Which is actually also one of your favorite things about New York, though, right?
What's that? Making friends?
Yeah. That you did make friends here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sorry, we're trying to figure out what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, I just feel like.
Well, you try to stop
how
it.
do I stop it? Here?
Yeah. So we figured it out, y'all. I'm gonna ask Laylee first, though.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because you did point out that I, you figured out that I in particular like to make friends
In New York City, not everywhere.
Not everywhere, and not all friends, but some friends
In New York City.
in New York City. Only Will Dove, the love, does. So, what is your favorite thing or favorite things that you've experienced in New York City?
I feel like the one that always keeps coming back shouldn't be at the top of the list, but it is. I'm just gonna say it.
Bagels. Oh.
Oh no, but it's also about food. I do love bagels. Okay, if you don't know me, I don't even like bread.
Dude.
I hate sandwiches.
Yeah, Laylee loves bread now.
Fucking bagels have changed my mind. It's a problem.
It is.
Like, I'm literally going on a no bread diet, essentially, as soon as I leave here,
We both
because
are.
I've had so much bagels here.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No, one of my favorite experiences, just because, like, where else am I going to experience this, was we went to brunch with your family and your aunt,
Oh yeah.
and we went to, like, a super bougie, old
Old one.
rich New York money in, like, this beautiful museum that belonged to a governor, and it was, like, again, just, like, a buffet brunch, all you can drink, like, you're surrounded by art, and it was so, like, fancy schmancy.
Yeah, it felt really good. Free buffet with a bunch of rich people, like.
But, like, really good buffet because it's rich people.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like
No, you gotta
Trailer
pay
Park.
a ton. It was Gramercy Park. Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about it, but yeah.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite things.
Yeah, that's right. The well, you like Domino Park too?
Oh, yes. Domino Park. It was just, like, the perfect Saturday
It
in
was
the
nice.
city.
It
You
was
know, like, it's hot. Let's go have a picnic. Friends come over. And, again, we had, like, a good mix of people.
Great litness.
Oh, so lit. In front of the water. Anytime I'm in front of the water, sign me up.
Got some rays.
And yeah, I think just favorite thing about New York, even without the experiences, I think for me is just the walking. I love the walking everywhere. You know it. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
obsessed with my 10,000 steps.
Yeah, you gotta hit it. If
Yeah.
not more.
And it's so easy to do here.
Yeah. No, I enjoy it too. Yeah, walking's cool. Piggybacking off your walking thing
What are your favorite things?
is basically I hate driving
Yeah.
more than anything.
Right.
And so this was also the first city that we both had modes of transportation with the subway. So
And
we
we didn't have to drive.
yeah, and we didn't have to. Yeah, exactly. So no driving, and we both had a way to get around.
Right.
So I really enjoyed that independence of that, and also it's like if you're drinking or doing whatever, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend $100 on an Uber somewhere. Like it's just
You know it's going to be $275 there, $275 back, no matter what time,
yeah.
you know?
No matter what, it could just take a million hours,
Right.
but.
That's on you.
Yeah, but yeah, that's always been a thing that I loved about New York is the transportation aspect.
Everyone loves to drink. Woo!
That's the world, though. We were just living in one city that hates drinking.
Right, right. Or they'll have a cocktail.
Yeah, of like wheatgrass.
Yeah.
You know, with vegan.
We're not going down the I hate LA.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean everything about New York is always great. What else? So I feel like never really was like a bagel. I mean, I love bagels, but not like I'm gonna buy a $15 bagel.
God, I'm obsessed. I
They're
didn't know
so
you
good.
could put so many things on it.
Oh, and it's so good. That bread is so good.
We're having our final bagels tomorrow before we fly out.
You're gonna make me cry. Why are you
I'm
talking
gonna
about this?
cry. I'm gonna take 5 to go.
Can I get one Nova Scotia? Can I get it with strawberry on an everything bagel?
I will buy you any bagel you want if you cry while ordering.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I can do it.
Bagels for fun.
God, everything about New York. So if someone's gonna come to New York and they've never been here, what is one tip that you can't Google or even you wouldn't even think about it, you know?
Well, damn.
I'll go first.
I think you can Google this, but you go first.
So the first thing I'd say is you're going to be walking around a lot and you're going to be out a lot. Mm-hmm. If you see a restroom, use it.
Use it. Even if you don't have to go.
Yeah.
Please use it.
Just use it.
Like I have to use it right now.
One or two. Go. Get it out of your body. You'd think you'd be conditioned because it's like, isn't that the first thing that parents would always tell you? Is like, use the bathroom before you get
Right.
before they do a road trip.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, whatever. But it's like in New York, you're like, no, fucking use it.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna let you use their bathroom.
Or they just don't have one.
Even
except
that's illegal.
Like way back somewhere.
Well, that's what they say. They have one.
Well, no, sometimes it's just like a counter restaurant. And so you're never going to be allowed back there.
That's what I'm saying. It's like those workers.
Well, they're never going to allow you.
The workers have the bathroom. So, anyway, yeah, using the restroom.
Okay.
Do you have one?
Yeah, it's kind of lame. But I feel like they don't tell you to look at the subway times before it comes because you just like think they're gonna come all the time.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And they don't.
Good call.
Like even yesterday, it's like we're so used to taking the art, we take it all the time. And for some reason, this one is only gonna come every 30 minutes versus every 5 minutes that we're used to.
Yeah.
And if we hadn't looked and hadn't run, you're gonna fucking wait 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
And you'd be like, damn, I could have easily made this. I said goodbye to my friends for too long.
Right. And I feel like they don't tell you that because it's the whole idea of like there's so much transportation and it's true, but just double check.
And
especially
also,
at night.
They can just stop working and you got to get off and figure it out.
Yeah.
Another thing, this is a good one for any city you're in. If you don't want a homeless person to engage with you, all you gotta do.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, baby. I'm literally gonna pee on myself.
She's gonna pee real quick. I'm gonna finish my thought. All you gotta do is if you don't want a homeless person to like touch you or talk to you, just look angry as shit. Just frown as hard as you possibly can, and also if you want to go a step further, which I already like think out loud. Some people would say you're talking to yourself, Will. You sound crazy. So if you want to throw that in the mix and look mad, ain't no fucking homeless person ever talking to you. So don't even worry about that, you know?
Wait, I love this.
Yeah. You missed it. But
No,
it's all
I kind of heard it. So my other one is if you're coming to New York, go to Trader Joe's. Don't support your local bodega. They're gonna take all your money.
Fuck small business. Buy into corporate America.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
but in New York, that's the only way you can buy your groceries.
What do you work for, Amazon or something? Listen to this girl.
Kinda.
That's hilarious. That's New York's known for that shit. But she's right. If you're not a millionaire, sorry.
Bodegas are not cheap anymore.
No, they don't have everything.
They didn't tell us this update.
Yo, that's like shopping in Costa Rica is like shopping out of a bodega.
Right, but who knows about that? Nobody.
In Costa Rica is way cheaper than a bodega. But it's like I'm saying they have the same amount of shit. Like they're like, yo, you don't have like avocados? All right.
Yeah.
Let me go to Food Bazaar.
Yeah.
Let me go to Stop and Shop.
Oh, I'm glad you like that one. Yeah.
No, that's great.
These are some good tips, everyone.
Uh-huh.
I think that's a wrap up for New York City. We're going to go to our favorite 2 bars tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Just close it out.
I guess so.
You have any last thoughts? It seems like you do.
I love New York. I just wish you were cheaper. I wish there was a way.
Yep. Cheers to that.
All right, y'all.
We'll be back.